Hello there. As you can see, I've had a bit of an image change. Well, I thought it was funny. Been a bit scarce online, haven't I? You haven't seen a whole lot of models. Got the Wave 1 hard copy DVD out. The Wave 1 DVD did very well. To be honest, I've got my feet up at the moment. I'm trying to make my mind up what to put out for Waves 2 and 3, because I've actually been recording a load of stuff. So, those of you that are Mudbox guys, if there's anything you want to see, just put it, in the comments below this video, and whatever's the most comments I get off everybody, not just on YouTube but everywhere, that's what I'll put out. So you want to see game stuff, put that down. You want to see something else, more cinematic versions, put that in. You want to see environment stuff, put that in. You know the score, right? Here's me an idea. Make sure I'm going to put something out that people actually fucking want, not just what I like. So yeah, it's been a strange old time because my feet aren't getting better. Alright, yeah, if you've been following me, you know that I've got a problem with the sort of plantar tendon and the Achilles tendon. It's causing a shitload of pain, and it's not going away. Now tomorrow is my last day on these super duper anti-inflammatory pills that were supposed to sort it out. Last night, I went, as I normally do on a Friday night, night before last, sorry, because it's Sunday now, to parents, so I could have a bit, word with them and with my brother and stuff like that, right? What we do on a Friday night, because it unplugs me from the net for a little while, right? Plus it's nice to see them. It's not, so getting off the net isn't just the sole reason, just thought I'd add that bit. And because Kane was still awake when I was going to leave, I thought, well, I'll walk up to the bridge and I'll just give my dad a ring in the mobile, get him to pick us up there, because he wanted to pick us up, because, with the feet and that. And I thought, I should be able to do that easy. By the time I got to the bridge, I could hardly walk, which was a little bit alarming because it's not getting any better. Now, I've been resting for the last 4 days constantly. I've been in this position, laid down, right, most of the bloody time. Apart from when I'm working, in which case I've got my feet in a position where I can get them comfortable. And I'm hoping it doesn't need an op, because that sort of thing leaves a weakness. What have I been doing? There's a lot of stuff you haven't seen and people won't see, I've been just spent last night I sculpted a car in Mudbox. Did another one this afternoon. Because it's fun. It doesn't make any bloody sense, mind. There's a good workflow where basically you sculpt a car, then you can basically use that as a guide when you retopologize it, and it makes it faster, to be honest. But I'm sure the car guys like to do it another way, but it's an interesting sort of a study and sort of a what's the word for it? It's like an exercise, because it's way out of the normal side of things. I'll just keep my eye on there, because I've got to keep my eye on MSN, because I'm on writing something in C, and I've hit a brick wall. I call that a fucking knowledge, right? So I've asked the guy that I know that knows the most about C than anybody I know, Mr. Phil Scottman video I went to school with. I mean, Phil, been like that for years, and he's bailed me out the shape more times than enough. So yeah, anyway, I can't talk about a lot of that stuff. So yeah, I've also been doing some environment stuff, sort of buildings and shit like that. It's the stuff that people say that Mudbox can't do. I've been coming up with workflows that make sense, that are quick, easy to do, that you need virtually zero skill for. Now I know this is going to wind a lot of the people up that see digital sculpting as a skill-based activity. I'd rather add workflows so that anybody can do it, as opposed to just the guys along the top, because there's not a whole lot of them, right? And that's not going to keep any application going. If you want to keep it going, you've got to get everybody, including the people with zero talent, right? The guy who's never been near a 3D application in his life should be able to pick it up and inside of a month or so be able to produce something that looks halfway decent. That's why things like Poser are so popular and make a bloody fortune, because the people who do Poser aren't 3D people. Usually they're 2D people who mess around or making fan films and stuff. And yeah, it's cheating, but I'm trying to think of things that I'm not. I'm desperately trying to not make this sound like I'm trying to reinvent Poser, because I'm not. These workflows are ones where you will take existing apps that you own and put them together so they're greater than the sum of the parts. Right? That's basically where I'm working at the moment. solid pipeline stuff. Okay. I've also been helping out, and well, not helping, someone's helping us, not the right word, but I've been in contact and had a lot of contact recently with Empower Software, who write power solids, power booleans, pro booleans, all this stuff, right? I've been sorting some stuff out with power solids. Very impressive that is as a plugin. It's early days. There's got a long way for it to go, but I did something that I've only shared on one place, which is a Doctor Who forum, but it's not impressive for the rest of the 3D world. Now, if you're in a Doctor Who, you'll know that Doctor Who's got this bloody box called the TARDIS, right? It's basically a glorified box. But it would be a pain in the arse to do with NURBS, right? It would take you 6 lifetimes, right? With all the bloody curves and and all that shit, right? You do it in Power Solids, a complete NURBS TARDIS from beginning to end, half an hour. If that. And that's only because I wasn't, au fait with the software. So I was quite impressed. Plus, I'm also trying to make sure that I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket, to be quite blunt here. Which is sort of the case with Autodesk. Now, I've always had more contacts with lots of companies outside of Autodesk. I always have, like Christie, who runs Topical and stuff like that, But I think it's important to make sure that I'm not walled in, because I noticed last time in the 2009 release, if there was a problem and there was nobody to shout at, people would shout at me. Now I don't get paid for that. I don't get paid at all from Autodesk, right? There's about 5 people have accused me of that last week. I wish. And I've made it very clear to Autodesk that I'm not going to act as the gun runner. Just because somebody can't be, see if they're not getting replies off the help system, I don't see why the hell I should put up with it. I'll help people, yeah, but I don't expect the shit in return. You got a problem with the program? Speak to the programmers, right? I'm just here for the workflows. You got a problem with my workflow? Yeah, great, talk to me, I'll sort you out. But I'm not going to go through all that again, because to be honest, I think it was detrimental coming up to my career. Case in point, there's still no work coming in, Not one damn thing this year. Now let's bear in mind there's people out there that are just starting out that are actually doing a bit of freelance work here and there, and I'm getting less than them, which means there's something fucking wrong, right? Something big is wrong. If you're a conspiracy theorist, I'm sure you have to come up with your own reasons why. If not, you could say, well, it was just bad luck in the recession. God knows. I really don't know. All knows it's forcing me to move into other areas that, say, the industry might not be very chuffed. Certain areas of it, the areas I'm about to move into, but they've only got themselves to blame, really, I suppose. If I'm not getting the work, what am I going to do? Starve? But I'm not saying a word to a living soul about one particular thing I have lined up, because it could fall through. But we'll see. Let's see what time we've got. 3 minutes here. I'm not sure outside the room because it's a fucking mess. There's still no message. It's a complete fucking mess over there because Kane's been loose on it. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff, behind the scenes. I also went through a really dry patch, model-wise. I've had these before. It usually happens like I have done for the past 18 months, and go boom, 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 put loads of models out, and sometimes I'm doing a lot more than the other side. Sometimes I'm doing 4 a fucking night, you know what I mean? Because it's relaxing. But eventually your brain just goes pop, and it's silence, and it's empty and rattling around in there. But I'll talk about that in part 2. I'll see you in a moment.